All right, hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic because in today's video, what we're doing is I want to show you guys 5 ETFs where I'm really looking to put my money in 2024. As you guys know, I've been dividend investing for a little while. We do high yield dividend investing. And so all these 5 ETFs that I've chosen are going to be 5 high yielding dividend ETFs. Now, the thing is, what I did here is I know you guys are a fan of the Yieldmax funds. And so I actually categorize the Yieldmax funds as one ETF. We have the Yieldmax funds, we have Defiance ETFs, more specifically SQY, and we have JEPY. I also want to take a look at the KRUV yield ETFs, and I categorize all these as one, and then potentially the last one is Maxi. And I'm going to get into all that in this video. They recently paid a $4 dividend, so please watch this video to the end so you don't miss out. I hope you guys do enjoy. I do want to say we're up to 3,847 subscribers, so please do subscribe if you haven't yet done so. And we might be starting a page on Rumble, which is going to be exactly like YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, no problem, but we'll talk about that in the future. Anyways, let's get into today's video. So in terms of the Yieldmax funds, for 2024, where am I looking to put my money? Well, first of all, I'm looking to put my money into CONY, 138.41% yield. I'll be looking to probably add to my CONY position over the next year. And the reason for that is just because obviously they do pay a high dividend yield, which would greatly boost my income portfolio. But I'm really looking for any good stock price opportunities to buy CONY when the underlying stock coin goes down in price. And obviously, if we could capitalize and make the most of this 138% dividend, that would be great. And to be honest, I'm really looking to do that across all these ETFs, buy them at low points, and then just ride them up high, potentially sell them, and then reinvest at better prices. But for CONY, I have 4 shares currently in my dividend portfolio to kind of show you right now. If we can find that, 4 shares here. My average cost per share is about $25.47. You can see here on the right, currently down about 8%, but I've also been paid out a good amount in dividends so far. I received about 2 big dividends from CONY, yes. So that is one right there. Another Yieldmax fund that I'll be looking out for is one that I recently made a purchase on, which is SQY Square with a 91.46% dividend. And the reason why I'm looking for Square, I see a lot of potential in their price chart. And what I actually want to do here is going away from TSLP, I want to put in SQY, or actually SQ, which is their underlying stock. And I see a lot of potential in Square's underlying stock. And that is precisely why I've been looking to buy a bit more Square recently, is because I see the opportunity long term with them, obviously with the high yielding dividend, but the opportunity of capital appreciation in the SQY ETF from Yieldmax due to block their underlying stock having a pretty good share price and as well a share price stock chart. So as you can see here, they had a massive run up in COVID, and they've been on kind of a flat trend now, battling between the prices of about $80 and about $40. And anytime that they go anywhere close to probably $40, $50, I'm going to be looking to add on my SQY position and definitely load up on block, because I do think it's a great business system. And I think long term, they're going to do very well. The revenues are growing well. And so why would I not want to invest in the Yieldmax version where I could get a good yield on my money? Now, the last stock that I probably invest in for Yieldmax is going to be TSLY. TSLY really needs no introduction. This is Tesla Yieldmax Option Income Strategy ETF with a 60.04% dividend. And I'd definitely be looking to add if Tesla went to a pretty low marker and I thought that the price was right in the Tesla Yieldmax Option Income Strategy ETF. So those are the Yieldmax ETFs to get them covered. QQQY and JEPY, basically the same thing. If there's a massive dip in the stock market, I'd probably look to add to these ETFs as they rebound to the upside. They're currently paying about a 41% dividend, let's say, and about a 32% dividend respectively. One thing to keep in mind is their dividend amounts actually have dropped significantly. As you can see, they were paying about 90 cents before for JEPY and are down to 50 cents. And then in QQQY, they were paying over $1 dividends. As I remember, I was receiving them right from the beginning, about $1.10 to $1, and they've been depleting ever since then. it's true that their underlying assets, which are the Nasdaq and the S&P 500, have also kind of dipped in terms of their volatility. They've been at a high point and they haven't been moving as much as they were before. That's why obviously the premiums are less, but I'll be looking to buy them if I see any dips in the S&P 500 or if I see any dips in the Nasdaq 100. That is my plan for those two. Really, what I'd love to do is just build up a massive dividend portfolio where I have huge monthly income, take this monthly income and divide it between the best opportunities, whether it's SQY, JPY, or the Yieldmax funds. Going into our next ones, we actually have the KRUV ETFs. And the reason why I don't talk about the KRUV ETFs too much is because they're very similar to the Yieldmax ETFs. They follow the same synthetic covered call strategy, TSLP. Why buy TSLP when I'm happy holding TSLY? Or why buy, what I actually might buy is I might buy AMZP, which is the Amazon KRUV yield premium strategy, Amazon ETF from the KRUV ETFs. And the reason why I might buy it is just to try them out for you guys and for myself. I might buy them just to kind of compare them to Yieldmax and how they're doing, because obviously they don't write their options exactly the same as Yieldmax, I assume. But apparently they are, I'm not sure if they are under the same as Yieldmax or if they are a completely different company, but I will have to look into that. So I might be looking to buy AMZP in the future just to kind of compare it to the Amazon Yieldmax fund. Now, kind of moving over here, we're shifting gears to our last one. So we've gone through four. We've gone through the Yieldmax, QY, JPY, and then we've gone through the KRUV ETFs. Those are other high yielding ETFs. The last one I might be looking into is Maxi, which is a simplified Bitcoin strategy plus income ETF. The reason I'm looking at them, they obviously paid a pretty substantial dividend here, about $4.18. It hasn't always been like that. That's due to Bitcoin having a massive appreciation in their share price. And Maxi, you guessed it, follows Bitcoin, pretty much replicates it as a stock, and then pays out a dividend to its shareholders. Now, one thing is Maxi, I made a video on this in the past and you could probably find it within my channel, but Maxi, I'm not sure if they're a cover call strategy ETF on Bitcoin. I do know they use options or futures to produce income from Bitcoin, but as you can see over the long term, they pretty much track, it looks like we only have about a year here, so I'm going to go to the year chart on Bitcoin. They pretty much track the volatility and the price movements of Bitcoin. Currently, we are in a bull run in Bitcoin, so I'm not looking to buy any Maxi. But if we go into a bear run with Bitcoin and we see prices as low as maybe $22 in Bitcoin, and I think Maxi is a good price, I will let you guys know, and I will potentially be buying their stock in order to receive some high dividends and potentially some special high yielding dividends or some special dividend yields. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video on some 2024 high yielding ETFs. What I'm really looking for 2024, these are going to be my picks. The Yieldmax funds, of course, with TSLY, CONY, Square. We have QQY, JEPY. We have the KRUV ETFs, and we have Maxi, which is the simplified Bitcoin strategy plus income ETF. The reason I wanted to bring these to you guys is because they don't all fluctuate the same. Sometimes some Yieldmax funds, they do really well, and sometimes the markets themselves can go down or do really well. And so when we're looking to buy any one of these ETFs at a lower price, get amazing dividend yields and ride them up to a high, that is what I'm definitely trying to do. And yeah, that's all for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. We're up to 3,847 subscribers. Please do subscribe if you want more videos like this. They'll definitely be coming your way. So I hope you guys do take care. Have a great day, and I will see you guys